Hey guys, so I'm back with another video and this is going to be our next part 6 of Netflix clone app using .NET MAUI. So far in previous video we have created this movie info box, this bottom box, and we worked on UI only, but in this video we are going to work on the functionality, the UX, that it should not always be visible on clicking on of this cross icon. It should close, and if we click on any of the thumbnail from this view, it should load up the details for that particular movie or TV show. So that is what we are going to do in this part, and I would recommend you to check out all previous parts. So I'm going to link all of those in the description box, so please do check those out before continuing on this video. So let's get started, and we see this issue. So if the name of the movie, it is the string is bigger, then it is kind of, there should be a spacing from this right side, and this text is clipped, so we should show this complete text. So let's do this. I'm running it in non-debugging mode, so let me run it in debug mode so that we can see the changes directly. App is running and we are in movie info box. So now the text is smaller, so let's retry. If you remember, we are getting this uh, random movie, John Wick Chapter 4, retry. So I'm trying to rerun to again get the lengthy movie title. Okay, so we got it. So Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. And for margin, we'll have one margin. In this particular case, uh, we cannot see that margin, but we'll have it for other cases. So in movie info box, and the first grid we have image, then the second grid we have these two columns. Yes, so first thing on this button, let's have a margin of 5 from all the sides, and then on label we'll have character wrap property, the line break mode character wrap, and now we can see it. So let me save this, and it's fine. Now let's work on the UX, making it dynamic. So for this, first thing, we will show this only if, let's go to main page, if we have the selected media property set, right? So for that, let's go to main page.xml, or maybe you can't see it now. Sorry, yeah. So this movie info box, for now we are just showing it always, but now we'll add is visible property and we will set it to check if selected media selected media, we have this in here. So either we can have triggers here, or we can simply have one more property, boolean property here. Private bool, and we'll say show movie info box, and this is going to be an observable property. and this will set when selected media has been changed, or let's have it a full property. Prop bool, sorry, property public bool and show movie info box. Fine, and we'll make it computed. So it will have if the selected media is not null, then we'll have this, right? And for this, we'll set notify property change 4 as well for this property. So name of show movie info box. So whenever we are changing this property, this will the community toolkit, it will trigger change for this property as well, because this is going to be changed in that case. Fine, so we are going to use this property in here. So binding show movie info box. So if this is true, then only we'll show this thing. So first thing is this. Now next thing is we'll have to have commands in our main view model to select this selected media, right? And remove the selected media basically. So let's have commands. First thing, we are going to have private, not async, private void, we'll say select media. Select media and we'll pass an media object. And in this, we'll simply select the selected media with this. And we'll add relay command to this so that it is going to be converted to command. Fine. And the next one is to remove the selected media, right? When we click on that close button, then it should remove it. So yeah, this will work in that case, right? So we can have this nullable. In that case, we'll pass null. Let's have the default value. So we'll pass null, and if the value is null, then selected media will be null. And this selected media, we should change the type of this to nullable. Fine. With issue. Yeah. Fine. So we'll have this. When we close it, we'll again call the same method with null. So it will reset the selected media. And I think that's all what we need right now. Fine. So let's run the app. We have this error, health kit. What is this health kit? Okay. Run. So app is here and we are clicking on, nothing is happening because we have not implemented anything. So let's go to main page.xml, and when we click any of the item on this, so for that let's, okay, first thing, oh, this trending is same. Okay. So for this row, movie row, solution explorers, on this movie row, we are going to have another property to for this event. Basically, whenever we click on any of the movie, we select any of the movie, then it should trigger an event. So for that, we'll have a public event here. So public event handler, and let's say media selected or on media selective. Fine. On media selected. So we are going to trigger this, but now we need to pass the information which media we have clicked, right? So for that, let's create an object for event arcs, custom event arc basically. So let's call it single or media select event arcs. Media select event arcs. And it will be inherited from event arcs. And we'll have a property here, which will be of type media. Let's call it media only. And we'll have a constructor here for this. Fine. So we'll use this as a event handler type. So let's say media selected. Fine. This looks okay. Now this media selected, we need to trigger this media selected whenever we are selecting any item from here. So for that, let's go to XAML movie row XAML. So we are here and we can have this on this border because we can click on anywhere on this image. So this border, this represents a single item. So we'll have a gesture handler on this only. So let's have a border dot gesture recognizers and we'll say tab gesture recognizer. We can have another approach as well. So in that approach, we could directly access the home view model and then we can simply trigger the command directly from here. That new selected command that can also work. But we have already started on this path, so let's do using this only. So we'll have a tabbed. Okay, so for this tabbed, okay, no, because we need that command also, that current item as well. So tabbed is not going to work. We cannot pass items to this. So we need command only. Okay, so let's check how we have registered home view model. Is it singleton scoped or transient? So it should be singleton or scoped. So home view model is singleton. That means we will get the same instance. So let's go here and in this movie row, we'll inject our home view model. Fine. Now also we have a problem. The problem is we need to have this on movie row on collection view on vertical stack layout. The binding context is this. We need to get let me think about it. Okay, so I cannot think of any other solution right now. So let's do using the existing approach we are doing. Let's not inject this. Let's not add this. And we'll have a command here only. So we'll define a custom command and then we are going to use the custom command here. Okay. So for that, let's have uh, public I command, and let's call it media details command. Media details command with get and private set. And then hmm, we'll have we need to register this in here. We'll say new command and then action we need to execute. So let's create a private method here. Private void execute media details command. And we are going to have an object parameter here. Okay. And then let's use this inside here. Fine. Media details command is ready. And in this, although we know this parameter is always going to be a media, but still let's check it. So if parameter is media and this media is not null. This media object is not null. If that's the case, then we will say we will call, okay, let's remove this. We'll invoke this media selected command. So we'll say this invoke with object sender this and media selected event args. So selected event args media. Fine. We have this thing ready. Let's stop it. So this is ready. Now we need to invoke this from our main homepage, right? This media selected. We have this thing ready. So let's go to uh, on movie row. We are going to use this. So tap gesture recognizer and here we'll say command, and this command we need to get it from its parent. So let me copy this thing and then from movie row the command name is media details command, and then command parameter is going to be complete media, so which is the current item. So let me have it dot. Fine. So when we click on this, it will trigger this command, or from here we will trigger this media selected event. And now we need to have an event handler on our main page. So let's go to main page and here movie row we can have that media selected event here. And now on media selected, okay, now we need to have this converted as event. But okay, the short solution could be let's add an event handler here, movie row.media selected, and we can execute the command on this home view model directly from here, right? So we could say home view model dot uh, select media command dot execute, and this requires media, and that we can get from this E. We'll get E dot media. Fine. And this thing we can repeat it for all other rows as well. Copy, paste, copy, paste, and copy, paste. Fine. So now we can have this. Let's try to run it. App is here. Let's try. Yes, Shunk Redemption. And let's Sweet Tooth. And things are working now, right? If we click on these things are working. This movie info box is modifying the details. Now, if we click on the same item again, we need to close this box. So if we click on it again, it should close this movie info box. So let's do this. And before that, let's remove the default value as well. So for this, let's go to our main home view model, and from home view model, when we were initializing, we were setting this thing, right? So we don't need this now. We added this just to design this UI so that it should be always on the top and we can see the changes. And now next thing we need to see, we need to check if we are selecting the same media again. In that case, we'll kind of toggle the change, right? So here, let's see, in this command, we'll check if media is not null. If that's the case, then we'll check if media.id is equals the current selected media.id. Selected media.id. That means we have clicked, not select media, selected media dot id. That means we clicked on the same movie again. In that case, we'll set this media to null so that it will set it to null, and eventually it will remove this item from me, right? So let's rerun that. So app is here, and this time that is not automatically opened, and there is some issue. Yes, for the first time selected media will be null. So let's add a null check here. Continue. Okay, the app is here. Now let's try. Yes. Next one. Guardians of the Galaxy. And if we click on it again, okay, it got removed, right? Evil Dead Rise. If we click on it again, it is closing. So things are working. Only thing is, if we click on this cancel button, it should also close this movie info box, right? So we already have the event ready, right? But oh, this is coming from the info box. So go to info box, and from info box, info box. Okay. So let's add this. Let's follow the same approach we followed for this clicking on these. So movie info box dot xml. Let's add one event here. So public event handler, and not media changed. We don't need any argument here because we know that we are simply closing it. So we'll say it info box closed. Okay, info box closed, and let's follow the same approach. Let's have a command and info box closed command, info box closed command, or let's have it closed only. Closed command, execute closed command. We don't need any parameter here, and from here we will simply invoke this with this and event args as empty. Fine. What is the issue? I command does not have invoke. Okay, so next thing, closed command equals to new command, and here we'll add this name. Fine. Let me stop this for now. Closed command dot invoke. What is the issue? Oh, sorry. Info box closed. Let's name it closed only. Closed invoke with this. Fine. And we need to trigger this from here. Where is the close button? Display title, then button this. So here we'll say command and we'll get it from closed. Fine. And now on the main page, here we'll have that closed, movie info box closed, and from movie info box closed, we can do the same thing with null this time because we are closing it. So that's fine, I guess. Let's run it. App is coming. Okay, let's open these items. We click on it again, so it got closed. And if we click on this, nothing is happening. And why so? Let's check if our breakpoint is getting hit. So movie info box, execute close command. Let's add a breakpoint here. Then in home page, the main page, let's add a breakpoint here as well. Okay, now let's check. And the command is not triggering. And why is it not triggering? Page.sample. On closed, we have this. On home view model, we have this. What is the issue? Closed. Binding closed command. We go to this closed command. We have this closed command. And in this closed command, we have this closed command, right? New command, everything is fine. Let me check what is the issue. I am not able to figure out what the issue is. It should work actually. So maybe I'm missing something, I'm not sure. So if you guys know about it, what the issue is here, what am I missing, please do let me know in the comments. And for now, let's see if normal events are working. If we could get it working using normal event, so I'm using button clicked event, and let's use this event handler from here. Let's run. So app is here running, and now okay, it came, continue, and it got closed. So this is working now. Okay, so this functionality is working. We can click on it, we can click on other items. So the info box content is being updated, and if we click on the same thing twice, it got closed. So this toggle effect, and then we can, these two lines also working fine, and we can close it. So this thing is working. And now let's open the box on clicking off this main image as well. So yeah, let's work on this. So we'll open it using this main image and this info button on clicking on both of these. So let's go to main page, and on main page we have the main image, so this trending image. So we can have image dot gesture recognizers, tab gesture recognizer, and we'll say command, and the command is select media command. And on movie info box I added command, right? Yeah, command is there. Okay, select media command, and the command parameter, it will be binding trending movie. Same thing, let me add on info button, this one. So let me copy this, and where is this info? Ellipsis, and this I and info, this vertical stack layout. Let's add this on vertical stack layout. Vertical stack layout dot gesture recognizer, and this thing. Let's run it. Okay, app is here, and we can see avatar, the way of water, and yes, things are working now. Fine. So this thing is working now. So that's it for this video, and in next video we are going to work on the detail page. So when we click on this, and when we click on display details and more, and on any of, or let's say anywhere on this info box, it will navigate us to the detail page, so which will look something like this, and then we'll get the trailer running in a web view and all these. Then we'll have these trailers and more like this, these two sections, so other videos and more like this, these suggestions. So we are going to work on these items in next video. So please like this video, share this video, and subscribe my channel, and I'll try to upload next video very soon. Bye bye.